Welcome back to the Great War Western Front. We are jumping right into it. There's an opening in the lines at Peronne. The Germans only had about 3 divisions here, or 3 corps, and we had many more in the 2 surrounding regions that can attack it, so we're going right for it. I'm going to try to see if I can sweep this 2 battles in a row and get the get some stars knocked off this region and start to take it. Now, it looks like our observation balloon isn't working, and that could be because of the blizzard conditions we've got. So that's going to be a slight disadvantage for us. We've got that first attack coming in that always comes. And, excuse me. Just getting over a cold here. We've got that first attack retreating. With this map with the woods on the right, I don't know how much I'll be able to use this wood line to really push through and make much of an advance there, but I might try depending on how things go. I'm just going to try to push straight up this right side and then sweep across through the middle. So let's plan out this attack with it paused. Because of the blizzard conditions, I can't see where their machine guns are. We're going to have to go in blind. I think I'm just going to move my infantry to areas and worry about the specific trenches later. Let's see if we can get them into the tree line. We'll try that with these elites also. See if we can get them into the trees so that they get cover there, and maybe sneak them around behind, get them into some trenches that are giving us trouble. Maybe be able to get them into trenches to clear out some machine guns if they're there.
We have new orders.
I did start off with some elite troops here, maybe a little more than I usually did, because I want to push through fast. I really want to be able to capture this. And then I will move this company up. Let's see where to hit this. I'm just going to drop some heavy artillery on their front lines and see if I can just maybe weaken those troops a little bit, and then suppress, hopefully, any machine guns with light artillery. This is a place that I haven't developed it yet, but it would be really helpful to have rolling barrage and smoke. I guess that's most offensive, really. That's, you know, what that's for. You want the rolling barrage and smoke. Let's see. I guess this limits their vision range, so they can't really see us either. So let's see what we've got. So this is a machine gun nest. If we get in this trench, we might be able to knock it out.
Ready yourselves. On the line. We have new orders.
And I think I'll be able to get in this trench, and that might be in hand grenade range. We'll see. So we are making it into these trenches. Here we go. Now we do have some elite troops back here. Let's see if we can make it through just with this chaos we've got going on. And we have the artillery now that we can start to suppress some of these other areas. Keep them off us while we try to capture these next few trenches. This should slow the rifle fire quite a bit and even things up. Oh, they actually retreated out of that trench. It's okay. Our elites can handle it. I think we've got a pretty solid foothold here. All right. The first wave did manage to capture some stuff. So, yeah, it might be tough to hold, but we are going to be able to keep at least some foothold here. When they eventually come back at us, we'll be able to at least put some rifle fire down and keep them somewhat away. Calling in some reinforcements here. They are shelling me pretty heavy. We'll hit them with some heavy artillery, and they are coming through, trying to counterattack. But the one thing the British have is they are more effective than standard infantry in rifle fire. So that's going to help us to maybe intercept some of these assaults, though I don't know now with how strong this company still is. Oh, if they jumped in the trench there, they would have had it.
We have new orders. Ready on the fire step.
So let's try to get some of these companies moving up.
We have new orders. Get in position.
And we've just got to keep filling these in, keep the pressure on. They do have artillery, so they're hitting us with a decent amount. It's not going to be easy to push through. Trying to decide where to drop this heavy artillery. I'm not going to worry about all the light right now. Oh, here we go. This is what I need the light artillery for. We'll just drop it on that trench and provide some cover for our guys. And who else do I still have? I've got one company here ready to call in. I'm just going to bring them up and see where we can maybe... Oh, there we go. We need some artillery over here. Get that machine gun off us. Let's retreat this company while we can. And we'll see if we can get this company retreated while we've got cover coming from the light artillery. So now things are still a little dicey, but we do have some cover. Got more troops here than we had before. And we really need to push the rest of the way through so that we can get them out of these trenches. And I'm going to send my Gurkhas in, see if I can get them behind into these trenches. And once we clear out the back here, that's going to be the key for taking X, and then we can start to roll up their lines. It'll also stop the clock for a minute too. The Gurkhas are quick. They are, I believe they're more mobile, and they are more effective in trench melee combat, which is exactly how we're going to use them. So we'll just keep hitting them with more artillery. We've got the supplies for it. I've built a pretty beefed up supply depot back here, so it's going to be not that hard for us to keep artillery pressure up through the battle. There we go. We've got this trench taken. So, oh, I was going to say we can get right into hitting that machine gun with artillery, but we're going to have to win this melee first. We'll let them keep throwing reinforcements at us. There we go. We won the melee, and we should be able to return to hitting that machine gun with grenades now. Now, once my Gurkhas get up here... Oh, that's why. Forgot that I didn't send them all the way up. Now this is going to be maybe a little bolder than I should be, but I'm going to try it. Here we go. Now I'm going to hit them with artillery, make sure we are clear. And what else do I need here? We'll do a quick heavy artillery barrage of this trench that still has two companies in it. feel like this barrage is almost over. Yeah, now we got it. Oh, and we're getting hit from another company over here. Hopefully we can make it to this trench, but it doesn't quite look like it. All right, now we are capturing X. We've got this held down. We don't have bombers. I wonder if that's because of the blizzard. There we go. We've got X taken. And this is a little weak right here. I need to call in some more troops to make sure I can hold it.
Looks like we're late to the party.
But we'll get there. We've got enough to bring up some more reinforcements and get this taken care of. And I'm just going to drop more artillery over here. We will just make sure that anyone in these trenches has a bad time, can't poke out and shoot at us, and then also do some damage to the troops crossing our lines as well. Yeah, these companies are going to have a rough time trying to get through. We only have 2 Gurkha companies, which is a shame. I'd really like to have more to be able to push through.
Set positions. Load for suppressing barrage. Start the barrage.
Stand by for orders.
So we're going to start this next wave. Make sure we've got troops coming up to fill in. Oh, we did lose our Gurkhas there. There's no getting them back from this. We can at least suppress while we try to make this next wave count. It's going to be tough to capture this command bunker, I think. Yeah, they're going to counterattack hard here. But it looks like with where our troops are, we can put some really serious rifle fire on them as they attempt to counterattack. Now at least we know what their disposition's like. They have both of these trenches occupied. And we can start to call in more troops to get ready for a next assault.
We have arrived and await orders.
Let's get some of these troops out that are really badly damaged.
We're withdrawing.
We have new orders.
And let's just move right down this line, see what we can see. Oh, we found some artillery here. So if this trench is open, we'll just slide over and destroy the artillery. This will be fun. And I think our troops are just about in position for our next push.
Position. Ready. Full barrage on that position. Ready. Start the barrage.
So we'll hit them with heavy first.
Suppress at that location. Fire all guns.
And make sure that they are weakened as much as they can be before we take our shot. Now the heavy barrage is done. And we've got the lights suppressing the back line and also the front line, hopefully. And we should be able to take this trench. Yep, we've got it. So we've got the front trench, and we've got troops going to take the back trench. It's fairly lightly defended with a weakened regular company in it. We've got 2 full-strength companies going in. I think we'll take it, no problem. Now the trick is going to be capturing this command trench. This one's going to be hard.
Looks like we're late to the party.
I'll call in some some more elites to make sure that we can capture that one. Who knows what they actually have in there. 2 regulars, so it'll still be a little tough. But we do have reinforcements we can send in if things start to get dicey. Right now, if I had to call it, it looks like a 50-50 shot if we'll actually win this or not. I think we're going to lose it. I'll send over another company to make sure that we win it. Actually, there's a chance we would have won that with just the one company.
Raise the white flag.
Reinforcements reported.
So there we go. We're calling in 2 new companies to reinforce this front line. And just by pushing across, it's going to help us see a little more of what's over there.
We have new orders. On the double now. We have new orders.
So let's get some companies moving into these trees. And we're going to do a little breakout once we can see what's actually over there. Let's put some fresh ones right there. So there we go. We'll take out their artillery. And we don't really need to worry about the rest. We can just go straight to the back for Y. That's our main and really only concern. We'll probably bring some more companies up.
We need to go. We're moving.
There we go. We captured the HQ. And this is my stronger of the 2 armies I have set up for this assault. In the other province we have bordering this one, that army's a little weaker. I think it has 1 fewer corps and no aircraft. So while that's not a killer, it is going to make things a little harder. No, I have no idea what's over here. So I'm just going to go the old-fashioned way and hit everything with artillery in case there are Germans there. I think we've got a pretty solid setup here. There we go, more artillery destroyed.
Be ready, boys.
I'm going to try to throw these in the middle, hit 2 trenches at one time. And send over everyone I can, see what we can take. And here we go. We found quite a few Germans. And machine guns. So we're going to have to deal with these. We've got a lot of artillery suppressing them. Hopefully that'll be enough for us to get in these trenches, hold them down, and take out their machine guns. We're losing men at an alarming rate. It's not that alarming. We're not running out.
Move out.
Attention. Move out.
Ready for fire.
And this one's almost dead. I can kill it with light artillery here just to finish off this machine gun. We've got 4 minutes, so we're going to need to keep this up. Almost ready on our next heavy artillery barrage. And we're just going to keep targeting this where they're strongest, try to wear them down. At least now we have a foothold, so we can see a little bit of what's going on there. Not really sure where to throw my artillery because I can't see their whole line. Oh, here we go.
We have new orders.
This is the big army. This is the trench I need to kill. Wonder if I can make it across. I'll need to suppress them
Attention, keep
to
moving.
do it.
Ready for fire. There's a pressing barrage.
Have new orders. Ready on the fire stick. Have new orders. Stand by for opposition.
There we go. Now we've got fire coming into that trench. We'll get it taken care of. And we have more heavy, so we'll keep that up.
Stand by for orders.
And we'll send these into the back trench. I thought I heard a machine gun somewhere. Not at all what you want to hear.
Suppression barrage ordered.
I don't see one.
Fire on that position.
So there we go. Now we have a really solid hold on this.
Ready yourself. Position.
This trench is down. And these are just a few more regulars we've got. Once we take this trench, we'll be good. Now this is going to be a fight still,
Put your weapons down.
but I think we've got enough here to win it.
We can't win this.
Looks like we're late to the party.
This is going to be tighter than I thought, even with our elites in there. Just being outnumbered did a number on us. There we go. And once we knock these guys out,
We hold here.
we are now capturing. And as long as nothing crazy happens, we're set. We can stop it there. And I wonder if we'll have a casualty advantage here. It's probably going to be tight. Because we did lose some serious troops in that first couple waves of assaults. I've got it on double speed here. Should capture this. There we go. And that's a sweep. Let's see how this looks. A great victory, minus 15 casualties. We actually did slightly better. We got a few of these bonuses for some more supplies, which are huge on this next difficulty. Some more cash. That one was a great battle for us. Everything went like we would have hoped. There we go, plus 9 and minus 14 on the national will. So we're starting to pull away. And that was our first attack. We attacked from Arras. And now we're going to be moving from Villers-Bretonneux. Bretonneux? If you know French, please correct me, or just, you're probably used to Americans butchering it, so feel free to disregard. Greatly reducing sight range is what we have there. We just have 6 cores here, so it's going to be a little tighter than the last one. All right, so this sector had no pre-built trenches, so I had to build my own pretty basic lines, just a collection of trenches on the left to hold my assault force, and then very few trenches through the rest of the line. I'm playing this risky, but really want to be able to concentrate my forces on the assault here.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Getting a little bit of visibility into the front line from my balloon,
Recevoir les ordres de tir.
but not really enough to plan much of an assault around it.
Chargez l'artillerie. Chargez pour le tir de barrage. Pilonnez cette
Got
position.
these classic French 75s. I haven't really looked at the unit models much. Not bad looking. I mean, not great, but decent. They actually did some decent damage to their front line. So I think I'm gonna wait for my artillery to reload. Let's kick this up forward a little bit. They are trying to counter battery my light artillery. I wonder how they can see it. All right. So we'll just hit this with heavy again. We'll hit this trench with heavy. And get some guys moving here. We've got 108% morale from the canteen. We've got a canteen in this sector. So that's keeping our troops a little more motivated than they would be otherwise. I'm actually going to try to keep everyone pretty far left. And the reason being, I'm going to try to bypass these trenches in the middle and just not even fight those. So we've got everyone moving. Let's go. And now we've got the suppression going. I'm a little scared to see what awaits me in this fog of war. I am certain there are machine guns in there, but how many and where? So they are right at the front. And this barbed wire is going to slow me down a lot. So the first thing we need to do is just ensure we get into trenches. I'm actually going to have my first two companies just bypass it totally. And hopefully just draw fire and keep the next line of companies coming. So we've got one trench taken. There we go. We're getting some momentum here. What can I do with these guys? I can't withdraw them right now. Oh, I've got artillery left. So who's left here? So we held. We actually managed to capture a couple of trenches. And the biggest advantage we have right now is line of sight. We can see what's going on here and plan our next wave of assaults. Definitely took some damage, but we took ground. And there's no way around it. You're going to have to trade ground for some heavy casualties here. I'm going to retreat some of these super heavily damaged companies while I have suppression. Oh, guess not. So now we have a fresh wave coming up.
Attention. Préparez-vous à tirer. Préparez-vous, soldats. Établissez le barrage.
I'm going to try to hit that machine gun directly with heavy artillery. And let's see, can I hit this back next trench line to suppress it? Yeah. I might have timed this a little late. That was the trick. They've got another machine gun behind. This is a sizable counterattack we're facing. It's kind of a weird angle too. They're coming on sideways onto my trench, so I can't fire on them too effectively. I didn't have any heavy artillery, so I'm just going to have to fire on them with light artillery, try to not do some damage. The unfortunate thing here is my guys are positioned in the trench away from the machine gun, so I can't quite hit it with grenades. I'm just going to keep pounding these machine guns with artillery, even though it's not that effective. I need it to make sure that I can hold on.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
Attendez les ordres.
And the one other advantage I have here is I have a canteen for morale, and they have battle fatigue, so they have like a 15% penalty to their morale.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche.
So there we go. We'll win this one. We'll be able to hold on.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres barrages de zone.
And now with more heavy artillery hitting this machine gun, I think we'll be able to knock it out.
On est arrivé. On attend les ordres.
Where are my other troops?
On a de nouveaux
Do
ordres.
have some more here. I'll bring them up
En marche.
just to get them ready to push forward.
Chargez l'artillerie de barrage. Pilonnez cette position. Établissez les positions de barrage. Commencez le barrage.
There we go. That should be enough. And I'll send some fresh companies up to retake this. Pull out some of the weak ones too, just because they're so beat up. We'll get out of there while they're trying to hit us with artillery.
Équipe, prête. Tirez pour le barrage. Préparez-vous, soldats. Établissez
And these guys are gonna have a bad time. I'm calling in 2 heavy artillery strikes right on top of their trench. This is a weird angle here. Let's get out of here before their artillery hits me. They are counterattacking pretty hard.
Attention, dispersez-vous. De la volonté. On a de nouveaux ordres.
We have a rifle fight in the open here. That never happens in this game.
Préparez-vous sur la ligne. Chargez.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres.
I'll just hit them with some light artillery because that's what I've got. We're gonna lose this one trench. That's okay. Oh, just get out of there. That's bad. Bad when that happens. Now they're counterattacking pretty hard. We might actually lose something here.
Renfort prêt. On arrive après la bataille, on dirait.
I have these 2 companies back. I don't really want to
Tenez-vous
move
prêts.
both of them.
En position de tir.
I want to keep somebody behind for some security. And there's no one in this trench, right?
En position de tir.
This should be an empty trench.
On tient cette position.
All right, just needed to move someone there, and now we're capturing X. Could go straight for the back line once we capture this.
Attention, préparez-vous à tirer. On a de nouveaux ordres. Retraite totale.
Let's get these weakest companies
On a de
out.
nouveaux ordres. Tout le monde.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Retraite.
Tout le monde, retraite.
Attendez les ordres. On se replie.
Still have 76 companies left, so that's not a problem.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Wonder what that was about. All right, so we secured
On a de
X,
nouveaux ordres. Renfort au
On est
rapport.
arrivé. On attend les ordres.
and now we can call in reinforcements right to this area.
Attention. Dispersez-vous. Mettez-vous en position. On doit tenir cette position.
They've got a pretty solid assault coming at us again.
Établissez les barrages. Cette position.
I'll call in some artillery right in the middle of it. See if we can disrupt it enough. There we go. That's 1 company turned around. 2.
Équipe, prête. Mettez-vous en position.
So let's get these companies filling in. I've got to reinforce here to stop the bleeding.
Renfort prêt. Tenez-vous prêts. On avance. Formation d'escarmouche.
They're hitting me hard. I was not ready for this level of counterattack. Let's see what I can hit here, if we can do much before they get into my trench. We're just barely holding on here, but we'll have this trench back. And then with the troops we need to launch an assault, I think, after this wave.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Let's soften these up a little bit. I'm guessing they have some guys hiding in here. Actually, I'll save the light artillery for that, for when we actually move.
Attention, sur la ligne.
And any other troops coming in? Nope. This is everyone we've got.
Prêt. On tient cette position.
So there we go. We've got this trench taken back. Let's start looking at what we can take over here.
On a nos cibles.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Cette position est à nous.
Attendez les ordres. Le commandement veut cette position.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
I'm gonna start moving some troops around, make sure that everyone's on the front line, or in that area where they'll be the most useful.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
I'm gonna leave some troops right here because this is where they like to counterattack, and I don't want to be caught napping there.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous à recevoir des tirs. On doit tenir cette position.
So we've got quite a few grouping up here for this next wave.
Équipe, prêt. Établissez le barrage.
I'm just gonna keep hitting this because I'm sure they've got somebody there. And I'm wondering the best way to attack this. I don't really want to get into these trenches, but I might have to.
Préparez-vous, soldats.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de tir.
With them grouped this densely, this would be a good place if I had gas attacks unlocked.
Pilonnez cette position.
All right, I think I'm going to push for the back line
Commandement veut cette position.
and just see how things unfold. I'm going to be ready to pause and adjust
Chargez l'artillerie.
pretty early and frequently.
Établissez les tirs de barrage sur cette position. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie.
I'm going to try to suppress as much as I can. All right. I'm going to break off 2 companies to take this trench. And then we're going to go right for the command trench with these next 2.
Attendez les ordres. Tenez-vous prêts.
So these companies don't have an assignment yet.
Position de tir.
But we've got a lot going on.
Équipe, prêt. Préparez-vous. On a nos cibles.
I've got an heavy artillery strike ready, so I'm going to use that and try to take on this front line. So we do have guys going for the command trench. Let's send a couple for this next one.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
We'll at least hold this and make sure that we don't lose the back line.
Attendez les ordres. Préparez-vous sur la ligne.
So there we go. We have
Préparez-vous, soldats. Tir de barrage. Préparez-vous.
we have a foothold here.
Chargez cette position.
Tenez-vous prêts. Sur la ligne.
And with that, they have vacated the command trench. We can start to move in.
On est arrivé.
On est arrivé. Attends les ordres. Les ordres.
I'll call in reinforcements and get ready to push through to Y.
Tiens. Attention. On a de nouveaux ordres. En position de tir. On a de nouveaux
Gonna move
ordres.
some troops around, try to take out this other artillery as well. Get some more guys here so that we can take these out today instead of tomorrow. how does everything else look? Got a lot of troops coming through.
On a de nouveaux ordres. En marche.
I'll send this company over. I don't think I need them back there.
Les coordonnées pour le barrage.
We'll get our bigger company up front so they can start firing on this counterattack.
Établissez le barrage. Tirez avec toute l'artillerie.
And we did it. There we go, we're pushing them back. Now the tough part's gonna be that Y is toward the front, so we're gonna have to churn through a lot of troops to get there.
On a de nouveaux ordres. Formation d'escarmouche.
Who was firing on me?
Équipe, prête.
Stop.
Chargez les stratégies.
Attendez les ordres. Position de tir.
There we go, but as they retreat, they're running into some bad times. We'll retreat these guys. And, you know, maybe it won't be too bad to push through. We've got a lot of trench cover that we can use. I'll hit that trench with artillery. Get that done.
Sur la ligne.
Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't realize they could hit me that far. There we go. Now we have this back line. Very good. We got the command trench. They have quite a few troops in here. Very good. Now we should be nice and safe in this trench. And also start taking out that machine gun. These guys are still too close for comfort here. I don't like it. And I called these guys in from way over here by accident. So maybe we should see what we can find up here.
Chargez l'artillerie. Vérifiez les coordonnées pour le barrage. Commencez le barrage.
It's going to take a little bit for our troops to get over, so I don't know. Might have to get creative here in ways to capture this in time. There we go. I can see what we've got to get to. Let's see how many troops I can concentrate to get there. Got 4.5 minutes. I'm guessing this is where their machine gun is. We got troops right here in this front trench. Let's see if we can get close enough here. At least now we know where they are. One thing that's very nice is their machine gun's facing forward. And they are hitting me with rifle fire. I can stop that pretty quick. Oh, there's the machine gun. But again, it's facing forward, so we'll be okay. Got 3.5 minutes to do this. Keeping an eye on my artillery and what I've got.
Pilonnez cette position. Préparez-vous à recevoir les ordres de barrage.
What angle is this at? How is it shooting at me? There we go, machine gun's gone. No, I think all I need to clear out is these two trenches. 2.5 minutes.
Attendez les ordres.
Établissez les positions. Tir de barrage donné.
Tenez-vous prêts.
Équipe, traquez les tirs de coordonnées pour le barrage.
I think we can get there.
Attention.
Trying to guess the amount of time I have left in the suppression barrage and when to send out the attack. Oh, forgot about that trench. So there we go. We'll capture this one. And just gotta push through to these two, I'm guessing. And that should be enough. Let's see, these guys should be weakish, so I don't think they'll be able to be super effective with rifle fire, but effective enough to cause problems. And I'm gonna hit this left trench with as much artillery fire as I can to get through it quickly. There we go. Now we are capturing Y. Clock stops. I think this is about as good as we could have hoped for. 2 sweeps in a row, starting from a normal strength province. I think we're all set. Just need to wait for this to finish. We're almost there. And there we are, another sweep. We have knocked out our 2nd star in Peron. Now we just need to keep the pressure up and keep the stars coming. There we go. +8, -13, got some more bonuses. Great result for us. And there we are. +10, -12, we are wearing them down. And probably in another 2 turns, unless they reinforce this like crazy, we'll be able to push through. As far as reinforcing, though, to get this done a little faster. I'm wondering if there's some more troops I can pull out of other sectors. We're spread pretty thin in a lot of places, honestly. We don't have huge stacks of French troops hanging out. We'll send these elite infantry over to reinforce. Yeah, we don't have big stacks anywhere that we can just send over.
We hebben nieuwe orders. Vertrek.
But I'll send this Belgian corps over. And I think that'll be enough to stack us up and make sure we can push through Peron next turn. Let's end the turn and see where we end up. And they're going to be attacking Ghent with 11 corps versus just 3 of ours. And we had just pulled a corps off there, so that one's partially on me. This looks like a great battle to start with next time. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series and have a good one.